We just finished a teleconference with all of our staff from across the country, praying for you and praying for our supporters at First Liberty. People are going through a lot right now. We have supporters who have been quarantined because they've tested positive, who are elderly, who are older, who definitely wanted prayer, which we're privileged to do. We've got supporters who are on the verge of losing their businesses that they built their whole lives. It's a very difficult time. One of the things we want you to know is you've been supportive of us and our mission these many years. We want to be supportive of you. If you have a prayer need, will you please let us know? We have plenty of people who would love to lift you up, your family, your business up in prayer when we're going through this very specific and difficult time. It really is a pleasure, something we would love to do. If there are any prayer needs that you have, please let us know, and we have a team of people who will be praying. In fact, the whole organization eventually will be praying for each of these prayer requests. Secondly, though, this has actually been a very busy time for us as a group that fights for religious freedom. A key time right now is that for the church and religious organizations that are trying to reach out, that are trying to help people in need, whether it's somebody who's in their home who needs meals, whether it's people who are suffering in many different ways right now. The church and religious organizations are a key to meeting those people's needs. And so these churches all of a sudden are running into really difficult problems with executive orders and emergency orders that really do sometimes confuse things, step over the line, create problems. And so we've actually had to create a whole landing page on our website just for religious leaders to be able to get the information of what their rights are and what the law is and how this really works. We've even started a conference call that is now occurring each week that has people from all over the country, religious leaders, church leaders that have come on this call to not only listen to understand, but also to ask questions. I mean, we have a unique resource here. We not only have constitutional experts on this, but we also have our own Justin Butterfield, who just came back from one of the top attorneys at HHS. In fact, he was in charge of all the religious freedom and healthcare issues. So we have expertise here that really does come into play, and we're being contacted by state attorneys generals, we're being contacted by the White House and others that are glad we're providing this service, but they need this information because we need the church and religious organizations to be who they are right now. So we're going to fight for that. We're going to fight for these groups to be able to serve fully. You can go to our website and look at any of this information, get it to your pastor or your leader or your religious organization. Just anytime, look at that. Call us if you have any questions. It might be that you know somebody that wants to be on that call. Have them do that as well. The third thing, though, that we're doing is we want to make sure that when this is all over, that these government entities, which inevitably will want to amass more power through this process, we're going to make sure that doesn't happen. The last thing we need is the government to have more power, more authority, take away more freedom from religious organizations, from the First Amendment, from all of us. And so we are going to be in fact, we're already very vigilant in making sure that that type of long-term, really disaster doesn't happen to our country. We've got to fight to keep these freedoms that are so precious. But I just wanted you to know, number one, let us pray for you. If you have a real prayer need, we would love to do that. Number two, know we are fully at work right now. There are special resources and answers to questions for your church, for your religious organizations that are trying to serve in such a key time. And number three, we're going to make sure that our liberties are not taken away from us or pulled back as people trying to take advantage of what is clearly a difficult situation for our country. We're going to keep fighting, and we're going to have the full freedom we had before all this. And in the process, we think the religious groups are really going to show themselves to be the key to our country as they serve in such a great time of need. Thank you for being a part of what we do. It really is a privilege to fight for religious freedom, especially at a key time like this, where people exercising their religious freedom is so important to our country. God bless you.